20 fucking minutes with a city which is packed like shit, which a car ride, we have to meet Mr. Ballack. You have a fake cab driver who looks like Mr. Ballack, but God knows if he's able to act in a way. Then I heard, oh, there's maybe a thunderstorm coming on Saturday. Yeah, that's what I need.
For us, Champions League is by far our biggest asset that we have got. This is the most watched, most viewed event on an annual basis anywhere in the world across all sports. So for us, this is very, very critical.
So we are 5 days away from the Priceless Surprise in Berlin. So we need to find in the next few days who is going to be our hero. And we are going to pick him up with a taxi, but he doesn't know that he's really going to the final. And the hero is going to be a fan of Michael Ballack. Michael Ballack is going to be our ambassador in this surprise. And the idea is to bring this hero to the last minute to see the final. And the last surprise is that the driver is Michael Ballack. And listen, I don't know if it will work.
We have 3 options for the accomplice and the guy who is be surprised. There is this guy who's going to be surprised, you know? I don't know him, you know? I just believe he's the right one because one of his best friends told me he's the right one. But I still have to sell him inside the PPM and I talk about somebody I've never met in my life.
Normally when we do a normal PPM, we give specific direction. In this case, the only insight that I gave was I really want to have a true fan and of course a MasterCard card holders.
Michael is getting married today. He's getting married today, and Ben is the best man.
Choosing the person for me was the most complex part. At the end, what I decided to do is to trust 100% the director.
This is pressure. So that's the pressure. Because at the end, you know, if it fails, what will not happen, you know? Then everybody will say, yeah, but you were the one. You said, hey, it's the best mate of the one who got married, and you said, let's trust him, you know? It's really hard to find somebody who has the same statue like Mr. Ballack, who kind of like looks the same like Mr. Ballack. We have to keep the surprise for another 15 minutes after they changed, you know, because we have this cab ride until a certain point. That means there is one guy going out of the cab, and Mr. Ballack comes into the cab. We also have the discussion with Mr. Ballack how far he's willing to go, and all he said is a base cap, a sunglass, and a mustache, and a small one who looks not silly. You know, we can try to talk to the clients or to the agency and make them think or believe that they should listen to us, but it's not in our hand anymore. So this is honestly Mr. Ballack and his double.
So
yeah, it's his double.
he's the taxi driver.
Not yet. We can have this one, but there's an extra charge for that, and I don't know if we can pick that up.
From the point of directing, we have seen a lot of cab drivers, and
in a very, I would say, complex Priceless Surprises like that, I took several risks. Why? Because these risks for me are important to get a Priceless Surprise which is authentic and real.
Money is not my business, you know, creativity is my business, and from the creative point of view, I would please you afterwards.
And which is the extra cost?
It's 3,000.
3,000, yeah. He's not from Berlin.
He's not from Berlin, yeah, he has to come in. But you know, I want to see the shining eyes at the end, and I don't want some...
But me as well, but I would have loved that somebody would have thought about that and not arriving to the PPM and have this nice surprise.
I was not very happy to discover the cost at the end, that's true, but at the end I decided to go with the actor because I felt that the director was much more comfortable, and since I put a lot of risk on his hands, I preferred at that moment to say, okay, let's go with that.
Okay, no, I think is okay. I think that now everything is your hands. We are sure that it's in a good hands. But is there any other?
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Of course, I'm afraid of something, but to tell these people in front of a PPM to say, yeah, I'm scared, No, of course I'm scared. That would be, then we would sitting there tomorrow morning there, because then they would say like, oh, he's scared. Maybe it's not the right choice. All we know is like in less than 8 hours we start shooting, and there's in our bag you see a cap which is not finally prepared. We still don't have accreditations to even enter the gate with a car and up in front of the stadium. We still don't have accreditation and tickets for our last shot.
Yeah.
So we don't even know if the movie will be finished the way we want it.
Honestly, I don't think we're gonna have any problems besides traffic. That's the most important part. Traffic.
Just sit. The police is next to you. Sit. Thank you.
Ich bin Michael Ballack.
We're giving him the cues. We're talking about what he has to do, that he's quite sure what to do. It's not that much. And he said, yeah. Now we have to trust it.
Okay, guys, Mr. Ballack is on his way. Let's start the action.
Hey, merci.
Wir sehen uns gleich. Super, sieht super aus. Vielen Dank.
Hi. Servus. Hallo.
Zur Magnetbar.
Alles klar. Ich habe da aber eine bessere Idee, Jungs. Wie?
And they tell him like, we hope you're gonna end up around the corner because it's fucking way too hot to stay in the car.
Ah, that's nice.
The question was if I'm allowed to translate.
Of course.
There is this tissue box, and they ask him what is the tissue box for, and he said, okay, if I'm spontaneous, want to jerk off, I need something to clean it.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
exactly what he said.
Sorry, ich muss kurz pinkeln gehen.
Willst du uns verarschen?
Doch, da ist eine öffentliche Toilette. Ich bin gleich wieder da, Jungs.
Die Lux.
Alter, was hast du gemacht im Ernst?
Nein, der hatte den Schlüssel stecken gelassen.
He's away, we can just go.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, the Italian, that was the first thing that I would have
Yes.
said. Guys, let's go.
Ballack.
Okay, he's here.
We have Ballack.
Okay, wait. Please wait.
This is crazy.
Hey, call it.
Die Route wird berechnet.
Vor allem Taxifahrer, die so.
Jetzt fährst du mit Ding, Alter.
Let's go in. Fahren vor dem vorbei. Okay, that was number one.
Alter,
Hier kommen nämlich nur die wenigsten durch. Lass mich machen.
Ballack is doing it really good.
Alter, du bringst uns hier nicht jetzt im Wald irgendwo. Also.
Don't kill us in the forest. No.
Das ist Public Viewing, ne?
So, ich dachte, es wäre eine Bar.
Nein, will ich.
Just fahren. Einfach fahren. Fahr.
Alter, ist es hier öffentliche Straße oder fährst du hier einfach illegal durch?
Go further.
So we have the cameras there.
We just give the tickets inside the cab,
yes.
and then we do the second shot outside.
The GPS is on.
I call him now. I am the GPS.
You are the GPS. Okay.
Michael, genieße das UEFA-League-Finale mit deinem besten Freund. Mit freundlich.
Nee, nein, Alter! Nein!
Namen von Mastercard.
Namen von MasterCard?
2 Tickets.
Nee, Alter, laber kein Dreck!
Let's go out.
Oh, fuck. Dude, I had a big moment. I was getting married. I was being blown away. But today, don't tell my wife. It's a bit more blown away.
We have to balance the brand manager side. We have to balance the production side. We have to handle the money stuff. And I think maybe we are more there to please the audience, which has to watch it.
Nothing is going to be 100% perfect ever. And when you're in it, you just get caught up with the details. And it's not just the coolness factor for the sake of coolness. Because at the end of the day, marketing has to drive business.
I was so happy for this guy to get a ticket also.
He was getting real agitated.
Whoa! It's
the man that put it all together.
Nah, fuck off, dude. Never. Fuck off. Yeah. They're here, dude. They're here. Show the door.